Hey guys, so today I'm going to be starting a new series on this channel. We'll see how it works out. The product in front of you is what the new series is going to be on. This is going to be on trying to grow Venus flytrap. I'm sure everyone's heard of these before. They are actually carnivorous plants that will eat like flies and live insects. I've never had one before, but I have seen them. They look pretty cool, and I found this kit where you can actually grow them. So I thought I would give it a try. I did look at some reviews after I got home with it, and the reviews are pretty bad. So we'll see if this works out or not. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, which is a major craft store in the US if you don't know. It retails for $14.99, but if you download the Hobby Lobby app on your phone, you can get 40% off. So with tax, this ran me right around $9. I'm not sure where else they sell these in stores, but I do know they sell them on Amazon. Hobby Lobby did have a few different sets. This is just the mid-level set, which I got. They also had one that had a bigger terrarium, but it looked kind of cheap. And then they had little tiny ones that were like the size of an egg that were only about $3. But I thought I would go ahead and try this one. So on the box, it just tells you a little bit about it on this side, in the back, and then over here it tells you what all it comes with, which you can pause the video right now and read that if you want. So now I'll just go ahead and take everything out of the box and take a closer look. So here's a look at everything the kit comes with. Here's just a little plastic base that you put the soil and seeds in. Here's a plastic lid. This keeps the humidity in since the plants do need quite a bit of humidity. This is just a little catalog that shows you all the other items that this brand makes. Here is the compressed soil disc, which I will get to in a bit. This is just a little marker if you want to put it in with your plant, which tells you what it is and a little bit about the plant itself. Here are the directions, and here's the bag that has the seeds in it. I can't even like feel anything in there, so I'm sure there aren't too many seeds, but that's what it comes with. So now let's go ahead and get... So the first thing the directions say to do is to take this compressed soil disc, put it in the base, and then we're going to add 2 cups of room temperature distilled water to it. I just have some bottled water here. Hopefully it will work out fine. So I'll put that in there. And then I'm just going to add 2 cups of water. I may have to get another bottle, it looks like. So we'll add this one. And then we'll add 1 more cup of room temperature water. Try not to make too big of a mess. Of course I am, like always. Okay, the first thing I notice is 2 cups of water don't actually fit in here. I have about a little over 1.5, but it is completely full. So since all the water wouldn't fit in that, I did go ahead and just transfer the patty into this bigger bowl and added the 2 cups of water. Now the directions say that this disc will rapidly dissolve and turn into the mixture. It's definitely not dissolving rapidly. It has been in here for a couple minutes and it is starting to expand. I don't know if my camera is going to pick up on that or not, but it definitely still has a long ways to go. So I'm going to leave this in the water for a while to wait for this to expand, and then I will be back. Okay, so it actually took about 10 minutes for all of this to absorb the water and everything, but I did get a nice dirt consistency out of this. It is super, super wet, so hopefully it's not too wet. It did seem like a little bit too much water. So I went ahead and mixed this around like the directions said next, just to make sure there were no big clumps or hard pieces, and now I'm going to try to put it back in this container, which it was supposed to be done in the first place. So I was able to get about all the dirt in here. It is very, very full. So it just says to press it down smooth. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we will put the seeds in. So here's the bag of seeds it came with. I went ahead and opened that up, and there's actually a little tiny bag in there. And as you can see, there are some itty bitty little seeds. I think there are about 10 or 11 of them. And it says to place these on top of the soil and then push them in about 1/8 of an inch and cover them with soil. So I'm going to cut the top off of here. I'm going to put them out in my hand first so I can try to spread them out a little bit in case multiple ones grow, which hopefully they do. Make sure to get them all out since they are so tiny. So I'm not even sure, you can barely see them in there, so I'm just going to sprinkle them in the dirt. And I don't know if I'll be able to press them down too much because I'm not going to be able to find them. So I put them all in the dirt, and then I'm just going to barely press in where I put them. And then there is a tiny bit of soil left in this bowl, which I'll just place on top of there. So hopefully they did get pushed down and covered. Like I said, they were itty bitty, so I'm sure the camera didn't hardly pick them up because I couldn't even hardly see them in person, but hopefully it worked. So now that the seeds are planted, I'm just going to take the plastic lid and place this on here to keep the humidity in. And then it says to place it in a windowsill that faces either the east or the south. And all the windows in my apartment face the east, so I will go put it in the window. Here is the Venus Flytrap starter kit sitting in my kitchen window. It says to check it every 2 weeks to make sure the water is evenly moist because you don't want it to dry out. Now this does take, it says 1 to 3 months before they start sprouting. So this is going to be a very long time until I have my next update video. Hopefully they start sprouting pretty soon, since it is summer and they'll get a lot of sunlight. Hopefully it works. So I will just make sure they stay wet, and then I will be back when they start sprouting.